And if you're planning a trip, Andy, you want it to be fun, right? But there are ways to plan a memorable vacation while being mindful of who's getting your vacation dollars and keeping in mind as well the impact you're having on the places that you're touring and visiting. It's called ethical travel. Eric Elder is here from Life Before Work Travel. Eric has top 5 tips for us this morning to think about the impact our trips are having. And this is really a neat concept, ethical travel, and it requires a lot of research, right?
Absolutely, yeah. You should always look into the country that you're going to and do your kind of diligent research before traveling there.
Okay, and Eric's compiled 5 kind of key points for us to keep in mind. The first one you want to touch on is eco-friendly accommodations, the hotels and places we stay at.
Absolutely. Now, this isn't always an option, but you're starting to see a lot more of these things pop up all around the world. Eco-friendly accommodation are hotels, hostels, and guest houses that usually have their own, wind or solar energy source, repurposed linens and soaps and things like that, and really just have a really good grasp of the environment. So they have their own composting system. They often grow their own food and feed their guests with that food, or purchase from sustainable sources. And also the structure itself is built of either recycled materials, bamboo, or other sustainable materials.
There you go. Always good to keep in mind. Number 2 on your list is animal welfare, and you wanted to focus on the fact that a lot of trips, of course, people plan, involve interactions with creatures, with living creatures, and you're saying you have to do it right.
Absolutely. So again, it all comes down to research and looking to see, making sure that you visit parks that treat animals fairly. So for us, we have a lot of trips that travel to Thailand, and we visit elephants quite often. We used to offer elephant rides, but through kind of our extensive research, we found that these are actually unethical parks.
Okay.
Due to the use of heavy metal saddles, ropes, and sharp hooks to actually discipline.
It can hurt the elephants, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So not only that, and actually the process that they use to break down the elephant emotionally before selling them to an ethical elephant camp, they actually torture these elephants.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's actually, it's quite sad when you look deep into it. So we as a company have collectively decided that we will no longer visit camps that offer elephant rides.
Sure.
Instead, we've started to visit ethical elephant sanctuaries, where it's more of an interactive experience. You're learning about the elephants, you're feeding the elephants, you're harvesting food for them, and you're going in the water and playing with them, and you're having like a really nice, intimate kind of experience with these elephants, but without actually harming them. So it's a great feeling leaving these camps knowing that you've actually positively impacted the lives of these
creatures.
Magnificent creatures.
Okay, cool. Number 3 on the list is reducing environmental impact. That sounds pretty obvious.
That is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Just a matter of like treating the country as if it's your own. Not throwing your litter on the ground, and when you have a water bottle, if you can recycle it. Not all of these countries, developing countries especially, have recycling programs, public recycling programs. Often they have private recycling programs, so you can check with your hotel if they're part of this recycling program. You can drop off your bottle, carry around a refillable water bottle.
That's right.
On all of our tours, what we're doing now is, in Thailand specifically, we've placed refillable water jugs at all of the properties that we stay with.
Perfect.
And then every one of our guests receives a refillable water bottle at the beginning of the trip.
Sure.
And so, yeah, we figure over 1 year we'll be able to save 100,000 water bottles.
That's great. We don't have that much time left, so let's get through number 4 and 5 quickly here. Giving back to the community is number 4.
Yeah, volunteering your time. It's always an absolutely enriching experience to go and help out with the country that you're visiting, support local businesses and things like that.
And number 5, be culturally sensitive.
Yeah.
Be aware of customs, right?
Exactly. Be aware of things that we might be able to do here that people will see as a negative thing in the country that you're visiting, such as pointing your feet at someone in Thailand, or touching somebody on the head, which is the most sacred area of the body.
Really?
Things like that.
There you go. You got to know where you're visiting, that's for sure. Really quick, Life Before Work Travel, how can I find out more about it?
lbwtravel.com, and we're a full-service tour company that offers package tours for 18 to 30-year-olds to some of the most exciting places in the world.
With ethics in mind. There you go. Good stuff. Nice to meet you, Eric.